Hi everyone. So I wanted to hop on here and provide you with an update. I had mentioned in my last TTC video that I was going to share my results with you. I don't know if you guys remember correctly, but I was being tested for my AMH level, which is my ovarian reserve level. I also had a TSH, which is my thyroid hormone level, checked, as well as a beta draw. So I can tell you that, and I already knew, I'm definitely not pregnant, so my beta came back negative. So that's result number one. Result number two, my TSH came back at a 2.550. So I'm still within a normal range for TSH, but I am taking levothyroxine, which is a hormone replacement medication. I'm on 25 micrograms, and I'm actually getting ready to get bumped up to 50 because I was above a 3, and if you're trying to conceive, they want you to be at the max at a 2. So I definitely had some fluctuation since being pregnant and having a miscarriage as, short amount of time as it was, it's still, played a factor in my hormone levels being a little bit out of balance. With that being said, that brings me to my AMH. So I did a little bit of research and I got my results yesterday, and I've been playing with Dr. Google, trying to find credible resources and things of that nature. I do, in fact, have a low ovarian reserve. Maybe you guys don't know this, but I am 36. Last I was checked was when I was 33, previous to having TAMS in, before we went through our round of stimulation for IVF. I was at a 2.33, and really for my age 7.33. And for my age at that time, now that I'm, becoming more educated with AMH levels and your age, really it was kind of low for my age at that point. I wasn't really aware, where it needed to be. I was just told by my RE that that was normal. So I was still within the normal range, but for my age at 33, it really isn't normal. So there is quite a high spectrum or range for AMH levels, but I can tell you anything under a 1 is not good. You have minimal ovarian reserves. And you also want to get your FSH tested, which is your follicle stimulating hormone level. So mine wasn't drawn at the time that my AMH was, but I'm going to have my OB draw it just so I can see if our next round of our frozen embryo transfer doesn't work. I want to see if my follicles or my ovaries are stimulated, if they're going to respond well to the medications. With having an AMH of 0.758, which is where I'm at, 0.758, the outlook isn't good for natural conception. So I have now become a pretty dominant factor in infertility. We do have male factor infertility. My husband had a vasectomy in 2005, and then he had a reversal in 2009. So anytime you have surgery, you do have that cross between your natural bodily fluids and a bloodline crossing. So because of that, he does have antibodies that are attached, which the doctor calls markers, that weigh his sperm down. So that in and of itself is enough for us to have issues with conception. The other factor he has is low testosterone. So the antibodies do not help with sperm count. So he has low sperm count, he has low motility, and he has low testosterone. Those three are pretty ideal for conception to take place. Without motility, it can't penetrate the egg and allow for conception to occur. And then obviously without enough sperm, there isn't as many to get to an egg But I mean, there is that factor where it only takes one, and that's what I'm leaning towards. If we end up having to do another fresh round or a stimulation round, it does only take one, but getting that one with the AMH that I have right now, the low ovarian reserve that I have, and even seeing my follicles on ultrasound during my initial consultation with this new RE, we kind of already had an idea that this level was going to come back pretty low. And I think I shared with you guys in the previous video that I think on my right side, he could only see, maybe 3 or 4 at most. And my left side, he could only see the 1, which was a cyst. And I'm pretty sure I ended up ovulating. I still haven't had a period since my miscarriage. And that's another thing that can be common with low AMH. But I think this is mostly from the residual of that corpus luteum, trying to support my pregnancy. But it just ended up, turning into a follicle or a lead follicle, and I ended up ovulating. So the reason why I know I'm ovulating, or I ovulated, is because I do have my normal symptoms. My breasts are tender. I'm a little bit irritable here and there. And I did have my normal cramping, kind of like pelvic pain when I would normally ovulate. Those are the symptoms that I have. But I took ovulation tests. I ended up stopping shortly after we met with the new RE because I really didn't think I was going to ovulate. It's pretty normal for women who have just gone through a miscarriage to be anovulatory or to not ovulate their next cycle. But obviously everyone's different, and I just end up not being one of those people that probably ovulated, or maybe I am. I'm kind of in limbo. I don't really know. So I believe I'm on cycle day, or I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I'm on cycle day 39 or 40. So normally I have anywhere from a 28 to 30 day cycle. If this is like a normal cycle for me, I still have about 15 days to go, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna have a short LP, which is my luteal phase, and Mother Nature is gonna rear her ugly head soon rather than later. But as far as everything else is concerned, I'm not really trying too hard, and I'm not really I'm trying to remain faithful and, hopeful, and, just leave everything in God's hands. If natural conception happens, then, obviously we would be super thrilled and just, above and beyond excited. But I just don't foresee that being in the cards for us, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. I accepted it a long time ago. And with this new factor, like I said, my thyroid was kind of like an iffy factor, but now this low AMH is definitely a hard factor in our infertility story. So it definitely sucks, but it's something that I know can be somewhat improved upon through diet. I know you can, try DHEA. There's, different studies that have been conducted, for women that want to go through another round of IVF that have low ovarian reserve. So I'm definitely going to do some more reading. If any of you have, low AMH and you have any tips or advice, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I always respond to anyone that leaves a comment, whether it be, by acknowledging your comment or responding back. But for the most part, I'm definitely responding. I believe that this is a nice avenue for me to have as an outlet to express myself, as well as be able to obtain additional information that I wouldn't normally be able to find. I definitely believe that experiences play a big part in, how things end up panning out. And this just happens to be one of my experiences. And if anyone else has similar to share to kind of keep, I guess keep me from feeling defeated. And, if you have any success stories or anything like that, I mean, obviously I would love to hear about them. But hopefully this upcoming transfer will be our last success story as far as trying to conceive any additional children for our family. But other than that, the only upcoming appointment I have is for another quote-unquote consultation with this RE to go over lab results and next steps and pricing and whatnot. So I'll keep you guys in the loop and let you know how that goes once we get to that point. It isn't until after Thanksgiving. It's on the 27th of November. So we have, a little under 2 weeks to go. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what's going on. I know some of you have been antsy and wondering, what the results are. I have been too. I've been calling almost every single day trying to find out what the results are. And unfortunately, the lab just, they're very prompt and they always call right back and let me know that they just don't have them yet. But yesterday, the lady finally, rang me and let me know that they had them and, provided me with my results. So, yeah, we'll just see how things go, and hopefully we can put this all, or I can put this all behind me and, bring in another miracle baby. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not, the greatest of news, but, it is my journey. So I'm happy to be sharing it with all of you. And if you guys are trying to conceive, I wish you all the best of luck. And I know that it's a struggle at times, but it's definitely worth it. And just know that God has a plan for each and every one of us, and it's all in His timing. So I just have to remember that, and hopefully you guys are remembering that too. I'll be keeping you all in my prayers, and please pray for us as we continue on this journey. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you have any questions or, again, comments, please do so in the box below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Bye.